takes me a couple of days to recover, but it does. So imagine, you need your mind sharp on business. Having a sharp mind is important, but also I would say in my own experience, having a good heart is also very important. So you're having a look at moving from the work environment over into business. So we've spoke about background. We're starting to have a look at background, and we can put this onto the paper. Background. Who are the people? What's going on? Background. So startup business, we've said that the startup business involves more investment. So you're going to need to make sure that you've got enough money saved, or if you've got assets that you can liquidate, then you can take cash out of if you need to sell something, because often with business people, they need to inject capital. They will need to inject money. So that's the first thing for startup business. If you're taking over an established business, so I've already done all these things. That's why I'm talking about them today. If you're taking over an established business, which has employees and staff, your people skills are going to need to be very strong, because employees, they tend to get very nervous when new management comes in. This also applies to corporate as well. Employees like to be with one member of management, obviously if they like them. Not if they don't like them, then they're like, yay, somebody else, thank God. She was horrible. But yeah, so they're going to be really familiar with the management team and comfortable. So if you're taking over any existing business, first thing is actually your people skills, I would say, because you will want to retain the staff. And at least for a year, or if they want to stay on, it's good to retain staff. And it's good for our economy as well. We want everybody employed. We want people to feel stabilized in jobs, because energetically that trickles out into the ether. So if you've watched some of my videos where I'm talking about metaphysics, people's fears become the global fears. It's energy laws. And you will also need to make sure, again, cash flow. So moving into business, if you are a first-time business person, you have no backup from your family or from other business people or no investors, your job is going to be harder. So it's not impossible, but it's preparing you that it's going to be harder, so that when something hard comes, you're not going to panic. Yeah, so when you're acquiring and taking over existing businesses, that's what you will need. Your friendliness, your people skills, your cash flow, and you will need a good lawyer for sure. Because in negotiations and deals, if you're trying to get a certain amount, you need a good lawyer for sure. Okay, so what about if you're starting an online business? So obviously, as you all know, Epicenter Healing is online. Initially, a few years back when I was in discussions, I had business meetings for Epicenter with different people, not with just family members, so different people from my network, spiritual people who are literally so spiritual that they don't even really have access to money, even with them. Different environments, because I had a different type of mindset of what I wanted from Epicenter Healing. So mine is a digital platform, and from a digital side, you still will be investing money. So we have a website, we have social media platforms. Epicenter also has staff, which I'm really grateful for. So all of these things, they add up your costs. And also before there was staff in Epicenter, I was doing everything myself. So I was doing a lot of things myself, literally everything, actually. In the first 1 year, 1.5 years, I was doing everything myself. So the beauty of having the digital platform is, once you've put your initial costs in, the cost is yourself and is your time. And is your discipline. So digital platforms, and the other people that I know that work in the digital field, so YouTubers, people with online businesses, things like that, their time is their money. their preparation, again, talking about preparation, do look at the divine timing video, because I talk a lot about preparation and that. Accelerating your divine timing will really help you. So you need to have a certain level of discipline. So my discipline is incredibly high. I mean, I'm comparing it to my age group. So if I was, say, 18, 20, my discipline would probably be higher because my energy levels would be so large. But I do believe from everyone that I've spoken to, as we all go through the years, our energy levels change. It doesn't mean you lose energy. It means you have to re-navigate your energy in order to perform at your best. Athletes say it all the time about, you know, their body gets to a point where it just stops. I professionally danced for all of my life. So, and I used to exercise a lot, particularly in my 20s. And I got to a point as well with my body where my body just went, stop, right? So we have to be mindful of all these factors. And I guess the digital platform, for me, worked the best based on my positioning in life. So again, everything I say in the video matters. Your thoughts and how you think about life, and your all reflects and channels into your business. You embody your business. So I'm embodying my business. My clients are embodying whatever we're discussing. So all these things, it makes a difference. So from the digital perspective, you have to have a lot of discipline, because there's nobody that's gonna push you to do anything. Because if you're on digital, you could be in one room by yourself, say, and if you don't have the calling or the training, I'm gonna say training, because I'm trained from all of my life, from my schooling, from my degrees, from all my jobs, and then into business. And then also I'm trained from also the bad things that happen in my life too, which I talk about. You know, the bad things that happen to us are there for us to either step up or step down or step out of the game. And I'm not saying it's always been linear, but I am saying that it's not easy. So again, I'm just trying to prepare you. It's not easy, so that your mind strengthens. So the biggest things in life, they require the most preparation energetically, they require good routines, and they require a short-term plan, a mid-term plan, and a long-term plan, if possible. And to add on to that, it also involves self-reflection, and the people who really go for the greatest heights, and I've met some of these amazing people, they go to the heights, and I'm not just talking about business and financial, I'm talking they go to the greatest heights by their hearts, they go to the greatest heights by their integrity of what they believe is right and wrong, they go to the greatest heights of what they believe in, you know, and they do go back through their life and they pull out all the bad things that happen to them and they transform them. Just like we do in metaphysics or in the spiritual field or in the scientific field, you're always transforming something into another. It's an energy law from science that energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form into another. And the reason why this is so important is because we understand that life is an ongoing journey, and whatever decision that we choose, it's going to take us on to another path. It may not be smooth sailing, but if we know it's the right choice, then we can work with the energy laws, our training, our discipline, our previous jobs, our experiences from our family, our, whatever we've gone through, we can use that energy to transform into something else. And that's what you'll be predominantly doing when you're moving from your work position or corporate job or 9 to 5. You will be transforming and using all of your resources, skill set, and energy skills into something else. or you'll be moving all of your stuff from corporate into business. You'll be pulling in all of your finances over your life, whatever you've saved, whatever things you don't need anymore, you can sell them and liquidate your money, get your cash out, and you can put that into your business. You know, there are things that you need to think about, and particularly with all of the courses that are being sold for digital marketing and things like that, and you know, digital businesses or whatever you see being sold. I just really wanted to do this video to show you my journey and my experiences, which I've talked about in terms of work and moving over into business, and how you achieve it. And whatever you feel resonates from this video, take it. Whatever doesn't apply to you, just leave it. That's for someone else or something else or another day. It's all about just taking what applies to you. I have learnt from many different places. I've learnt through bad things happening to me. I've learned through beautiful things happening to me. I've learned through jobs that were really hard and horrible. I've learned through jobs that were lovely but just didn't suit me. I've learned through business. I've learned through struggle. I've learned through not understanding, then understanding. So if you get my drift, when you're transitioning from somewhere like the workplace into business, you will need to pull out all the stops on whatever you have learned in all of your life. You will need to pull out everything from everywhere because you will definitely need it. Any business requires you to sort of be everything at one point. At least until if you're blessed and you make a lot of money, then you'll be able to have a team. But you know, that's for those who really persevere. So a lot of people, they try to move over into business and they fail because they think, oh, it's just going to be easy. And as long as you just, you know, take what resonates from this video, it will help you. And if you are thinking to move over into business, I wish you all the success. And just keep going with it. You know, you'll hit a roadblock, don't panic, just move into a solutions mindset. Then you'll hit another roadblock, don't panic, you move into another solutions mindset. And a friend of mine, she said to me about using your network. So make sure that in the building phases, from moving over from work into business, that along the way, you are creating contacts who are valuable to you, and you're valuable to them. Everything in business is an exchange. It's never one way. That's what the business field is. And it's correct. Nobody should do anything for free or nothing. It's correct. You know, it's an exchange. It's always an exchange. So yes, with that being said, I feel really happy that I've done this video today. Really happy to connect with you guys. I really wanted to do something that's going to like elevate people. So this I'm really happy about. And do comment down below. Lots of love to you. Our website is also there if you would like to book a one-to-one session. Please check out other videos, particularly if you've been struggling with emotions, different types of emotions. I've got videos released on overcoming depression, and also just anything you've been struggling with. Chances are you'll find something on our channel that will help you. So until our next video, lots of love from Epicenter Healing Team. Thank you.